up, everybody, and welcome to another installment of my podcast, How Do You Do with Roger Izar, where I get to know the people I know a little bit better by getting into their routines and finding out how it is that they do and how they do it. I'm out here in beautiful Delhi Park in Santa Ana, California, in front of my childhood home. And growing up here is how I got to know the area well, including all the side streets, Holiday, Hickory, and it's also how I was able to directly connect with my next guest project, Kilson Street. So without further ado, let me introduce to you Miguel and Mo of Kilson Street. All right. Yeah, your audio's connecting. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right. Yeah, you're coming in good.
This is what number is this for you? Like the third one or fourth one? I saw your.
This is the sixth one.
Sixth one. Oh, okay.
Sixth one. Yeah. It's been fun. You know, the hardest part has been trying to coordinate the recordings because like everyone's busy.
Yeah.
Okay, I just sent it to him right now.
Oh.
Yeah, but it comes with the territory, and it's been fun. I mean, I've been wanting to do it for a while, so I'm glad I kind of just jumped in because I figured I know there's something to learn, and there's all that learning curve, but I'm like, there's no better way to just get into it, So I've been I think every episode's a little bit better. I've been getting better as a host too, because gotta learn how to manage the conversation and all that, and I'm doing all right. Plus, I get to link up with folks, so it's fun.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to dive in.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's the best way. Like I had mentioned to you that some of the earlier recordings were the sound was okay, but it could be a little bit better. And so I got on GarageBand, started messing around with it. But I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna need to, tinker around a lot longer than just try to, do it quick. And so I'm learning, but I think I was able to get better sound when I decided to just record and not have to be outside so much because you can't control the outside sounds, and it makes a difference when you're in your recording space.
Yeah, you gotta have some kind of controlled environment sometimes.
But, yeah,
I mean, as long as people are able to hear the conversation, to be honest, like that's all people want to really interact with sometimes, especially with podcasts. People just want to be able to all right, cool, I understand what's going on. I mean, as long as it's not like terrible, whatever. But
that's what I didn't think it was too terrible, but I got a few. It's all about the listeners, experience. So they hit me up. They're like, "Hey, man, it's great, but the sound." There's Miguel. What's up, dude?
Oh, you can hear it. It's connecting.
Okay, it's connecting.
What's
up, dude? How you doing, man? Glad you were able to join us. I got the whole team.
Hi,
you can hear us all right?
Yeah,
pretty good, man. Pretty good. Right on, you guys. I want to start right off the bat and say thank you guys for making some time to join me here on the podcast for a little bit and stuff. This is my first time that I've got two guests, but not only guests but brothers and stuff like that. So it'll be fun to kind of jump around. As you guys know, or Miguel, I'm not sure if I was able. Oh, wait a minute. What are we drinking on, man? you can't just drink it on. Ooh, boy.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm talking about. I love it. I usually try to have something to drink too, but I gotta make sure I don't get too parched. So just a little water before this. But so I'm gonna have an recorded intro to introduce you guys, so we can just kind of get into the conversation right now. But Miguel says I didn't get a chance to kind of touch base with you. The podcast is called How Do You Do with me, Roger Izar, but we're trying to kind of find out people's routines and a day in their life, how the typical day kind of goes for them. You guys, on the other hand, are a little different because I'm interested in finding out a little bit more of what you guys do, in particular with Kilson Street, because it's a big talking point for me. So let me guys kind of lead it in a little bit. You guys, I've never really had a great opportunity to chat with both, let alone individually, but the both of you. So super cool to have you. I always wanted to have an opportunity to guys talk to you, but I remember you guys just from the scene, kind of downtown scene for a little bit. And then I think the biggest moment I think that happened was when when Miguel was running for mayor, I'm like, yo, and so I was like, what? And so that's when you guys were totally on the scene. I'm like, okay, I totally got these guys down. And then I remember Kilson Street kind of coming out on the scene a little bit more or less. It was around that same time, right? Or correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, it was a little bit before Kilson Street when I ran. Yeah. Just maybe like a
year. Yeah, man. See, I remember that part. And then, you know, I gotta say that Kilson Street. Well, who decided on the Kilson Street? Or were you guys kind of working on it for a bit?
I was working on that. Me and Richard actually. Actually haven't. I didn't bring Richard on, but he's off doing his own thing. So
as we do.
Yeah. So bigger and better things to do, which is, I mean, good for him. But yeah, like it was a project that started off with me and Richard and actually the guys from Suavecito at one point.
Yeah. Okay.
They're kind of needing people with some kind of expertise in video recording, and we had been doing, me and Richard and my brother, of course, we've been recording bands and ourselves for a long time. So like summer, like it's been such a long time, I actually forget what year it was. I think it was 2012 when my brother was running. I think that was when you were running.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
2012. Summer 2012, we kind of got into it a little bit. We did like a practice run, and then a while passed, and I was like, at a certain point, like kind of tired of the mundane, like just being in an office all day and not having any type of like, connection to what I was doing on the side, like aside from just me and my brother and Richard jamming. Like toward the end of 2012, I decided like, hey, it'd be cool if we actually continue this idea of presenting bands and recording them and giving them basically like a little digital press kit, so they can use to get gigs, so they can use to elevate their art. So
platform, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah. So of course there's other places that were already doing that. There's like Jam in the Van, which was a big kind of was big around that time. Dickie Sounds was one of them. But we wanted to kind of wrangle in the Orange County scene, Santa Ana especially, because there's a lot of art going around, artists playing. Yeah. So with that, we wanted to elevate Santa Ana too. The art that was coming out of here. We were all in bands. Me and my brother, Richard, everyone that we knew was basically in a band. So we were like, another thing was like, well, it'd be cool to be able to provide a platform and be cool to kind of provide something that we didn't have, to kind of give back to the community, to give back to other artists here. So that was like in 2013 when we started going full force. I had already had previous experience with editing video for a long time. I did it in school. I did some TV network stuff.
Sweet. I didn't know that.
Like with Santa Ana College, just basic stuff, nothing crazy. And recording, of course, we had just years of experience recording bands and ourselves. So we thought, hey, why not do something more with the knowledge that we have and give back at least, and see where it takes the scene, see where it takes us, and that's basically
you guys definitely made an impact. I think that's what stood out. Exactly what you're saying. The fact that you guys had a platform to offer featuring a lot of Santa Ana acts, which, I mean, come on, like no one was doing it. So you guys totally did it, and it's just amazing. But I can't go without saying that what really stood out to me personally was the fact that you guys named it Kilson Street. Now, I don't want to blow up your guys' spot, but I grew up right in front of Delhi Park. Off kind of between Hickory and Halliday. I don't live there anymore, so I can say that now. But I know the neighborhood so well, and I went to Monroe to walk, and I'm like, Kilson Street. I'm like, what? Are they from there? So I don't know if you guys. I don't know how far away you are from Warner, but I think we were pretty much neighbors, you guys.
Yeah. We're on Edinger, so we're like.
Oh, so you're at the other
on the other side of the block.
But still, man, same block. It's all reaches.
Yeah. No. A lot of it. The name itself, we had a big discussion about it. Wanted it to kind of be like something that belongs to a neighborhood, something that's like, hey, this is where we come from.
Yeah.
And this is where bands perform. We kind of wanted to make it more like, kind of like a, not a family thing, but kind of like homely. Yeah. Not so much like give it like a name, like, I don't know, like, I can't think of anything. But that's what we were thinking at the time. Yeah. Like, Mo's or Miguel's All-Star music show, whatever. No, we just wanted to make it something that was part of where we grew up. We grew up right on Kilson and Edinger in that area, so now everyone knows where it's at. But that's cool, whatever.
Man.
But yeah, we wanted to make it kind of close to home to people, and like not just another like, oh, here's another music showcase. With that, we were trying also not just we wanted to elevate the music a lot, but we also sprinkled in a little bit of our comedy or whatever, our silliness, or what you call it. Because we introduced skits into it, because we didn't want to just focus on the music, even though it is that, but we also wanted to, make people think, hey, this is like a show. This is like,
it's entertainment.
Like entertainment. There's more to it. It's not just, hey, here's a band, listen to it, and all right, cool, that's it. It's like, hey, here's a band, but here's also like a cool skit we came up with, and here's also a feature. Hey, we went to downtown to record a show or to like talk to people, and it's kind of stuff we started off with and started doing, so yeah, just not pigeonholing ourselves into one little niche, kind of like spreading ourselves a little bit more. And yeah, it's kind of where the name came up. I don't know if Miguel remembers.
Speaking on that though, did Miguel, you came up with it, Miguel? Who came up with it?
Well,
you said you guys talked about it, right?
We talked about it, and I personally thought Kilson Street sounded a lot better than any of the other words or names we were thinking about. It just sounded good. It just was a good name.
It really does, man. And even the logo, like, I totally dig it. But to go back to what Mo was saying, you guys want to expand. I mean, you guys were bringing up like live performances, right? Like for events in downtown and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, did COVID pretty much, was that what put the brakes on that?
Yeah. So fast forward to like 2018, 2019, we started working with, even before that, we were working with Viva La Vida with Rudy, who used to do Noche de los Tares. He tapped me for live entertainment because we were doing Kilson Street, and we're very familiar with the local scene, with musicians. So yeah, for a while we've been doing shows, and 2018, 2019, I started to do a lot more shows with El Indio, with my childhood friend Oscar, who owns El Indio.
Okay.
So he asked me to do some shows, and then we started getting into it. And then I was like, I think I could do this, because before we really didn't want to do too many live shows, just Viva La Vida, which was like what we love doing. So yeah, we started doing a lot of live shows. Started having bands every week, every Thursday night. We had a Barrio Thursdays. We would do the weekends. It was crazy. We were doing shows. I was there like every single afternoon after work. So
I kind of remember that.
I was there a lot, and my brother was helping out with all that stuff too. He was actually a security guard for a little bit.
You gotta wear many hats though.
Yeah. And so yeah, once COVID hit, that kind of like just punched us in the gut. Punched everyone in the gut. Really, that was doing live shows in downtown. And yeah, it took a while. Even up until this day, it's still like kind of weird, or not weird, but kind of like we still don't have too many live bands at that venue, and I kind of feel like a lot of like the live music scene kind of died down a little bit even after things started opening up. I don't know if it's going to be like a process for everyone to come back, but I mean, there's still good bands out there, but it's just, I feel like it's not as evident as it used to be, or as like, present. That kind of killed a lot of stuff. A lot of plans we had.
Tell me about it.
Of course, like at that time, like in March of 2020, I had purchased a stage. So I had these plans of like, all right, we're going to do more live events. We're going to try to do more stuff on the streets or wherever they want to hire us. And like right when COVID hit, hey, here's your stage, and just sat there for almost a whole year for a long time. So, yeah, aside from like, hey, you're not doing shows, like, hey, here's your investment that you put, your investment, and it's like, all right, when can I use it? When can I put it out there? It's like, but yeah, thankfully things kind of got better last year. Started using it more. We started doing a couple live events here and there, and yeah, we're doing a lot bigger events now. So this year's we're kind of looking to expand on that, more live events.
I think I think it's just a matter of time, right? I mean, humans, we're all going to start coming back together. I know that there's still weird mandates. And then right now, the fact that downtown's kind of torn up, that kind of, also with the whole, like, a little, I think it's kind of funky right now, but I think without a doubt, the future's looking brighter. It's just a matter of time before we all kind of gather again. I think the big loss, like you said, is a momentum that we had out here, and everyone just coming, having to come back together and rebuild or, pick up where we left off is just going to take a little time, but oh man, and I mean, I don't want to jump too ahead because I want to get a chance to talk to you guys individually. I think that might be the best way to go about it. But maybe we can come back to it at the end and tell us what you guys have going, or what we can talk about then. Why don't we move on to the next question then right now? So, since usually and the whole purpose of the show is kind of a day in the life type of thing, I like to start kind of right in the beginning. I'll leave it up to you guys. If you guys want to talk about your routine from this morning or just a general one, I'll leave that up to you guys. But maybe why don't we try this? Why don't we go do? I'll give you guys turn to kind of answer to see. Maybe you guys will get a chance to kind of hear how you starting today. So, how do you guys start with today? And we'll start with the oldest. Who's the oldest?
I'm the older, yeah.
All right. I see. I'm the oldest too. So I thought I just did it. Wasn't sure. So Miguel, tell me about it. Talk about your day. Let's start talking about your day. Are you an early bird or a late bird? What are we dealing with here?
At 5 a.m.
All right. Early bird.
I have a full-time job. I'm a store manager in auto parts here in Santa Ana. So
sweet.
I'm at the store early, and I'm usually there. Today I got out a little early, but I'm usually there from 6 to 6 every day. Some days a little longer. It's managing a store is it's pretty hectic.
All right, well, this is a responsibility, but you did jump a little bit ahead of this, just because so you wake up early and we got. I wake up in
the morning. I get up, use the restroom, take a shower.
Okay, so see that I like that you said that. So you're a morning shower dude, right?
Yeah,
like morning. Just freshen up, ready for the day. Got you.
Yeah, sometimes I'll shower after work, but usually in the morning shower.
I mean, sometimes after work you need to.
I have to wake up and go get my coffee and then start my day at work and then just do my work.
Here's another pinpoint. Your coffee. You can't jump over that. Coffee. So that's your what would you call it? Your that's what you always have. Pretty much always coffee. How do you take your coffee?
It's just black coffee.
Straight up.
No, yeah.
Straight up. No cream, no sugar.
Nothing. Just black coffee.
No.
The best way to drink coffee, man. This is the best way.
Do you brew your own though? I hear you. I'm kind of the same way, but sometimes I'll put a little bit of oat milk in there. It just kind of depends, But do you brew it yourself, or do you have a whole little thing going on?
I'm busy. Starbucks. Get in line.
I hear you. Yeah, and just get a little drip.
Let's go. No venti, man. 20 ounces.
You're like, I'm here. I gotta do work, baby. Let's stop there. No, what about you, man? Let's jump out to you. So, are you like your bro? You early riser?
I'm a little later than him, like
all right.
5:30 to 6 a.m.
Okay.
I'm up. So yeah, same thing. Shower, get up, do my thing, and then breakfast. I usually eat breakfast. I used to eat out a lot. I used to eat breakfast out at like a Starbucks or a local coffee shop, but Yeah, we eat breakfast here. What is it? Some Wheaties cereals or whatever it is.
Okay. Some cereal.
Oatmeal. You know, just to
Right.
get things
Hey,
working.
man.
You know.
It keeps everything moving along. It keeps everything moving on. Hey, we're all getting older. I hear you, man.
Yeah,
You.
man. I
But
need it.
did you ritual drink also coffee?
Nah, well, actually, the thing about that, I had a medical emergency because of my stomach issues, and I didn't know about that till like an issue back in October. So I don't drink coffee anymore.
You're better though. Everything good?
Yeah, because I don't drink coffee and acidic stuff, so I'm not allowed to eat coffees, chiles, all that stuff. So all the good stuff I'm not allowed to. Yeah, so I have like a crazy GERD, so I can't. I used to. My ritual was I would French press my coffee and put a little bit of oat milk in it, and that thing was. But yeah, I miss it, but I don't miss the bad feeling later.
Have you heard of this? I don't know if it's what is it called? I'm not gonna remember, but it's made out of mushrooms. It's supposed to have a coffee taste.
Yeah.
It's good. I've had a few
really?
comes in packets. Yeah, it's not so bad. I mean, it's not coffee. It's not coffee.
Yeah.
But it gives it it's got a flavor. I mean, it's all right. It's not bad. I can see myself at least checking that out.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I want to check it out. But yeah, the most I'll ever do is like a herbal tea in the morning. But usually that's my weekend. That's my weekend stuff. During the week, I just.
Have you ever on tea? Because I like tea too. This is what changed my tea game. Did you ever put milk in tea? I know the English and all that.
Yeah. Well, when I would do Starbucks, I'd order their. There's one that has milk in it. It's like an English style tea. I forgot what it was called, like London Fog or something.
Earl Grey or London Fog. London Fog.
Something like that.
I love that shit. Oh,
but yeah, there's a drink that has that's like a latte, basically, but it's a tea latte.
Yeah.
So I would have that sometimes, but yeah,
man. Oh man, but it'll get you. But I'm glad. So what do you have? Is it just you just go straight for your meal?
Yeah, just that water, oat milk in my cereal. That's it, man. I jet out of here like 7:15 because traffic is really bad. So yeah.
Tell me about it.
And go to my.
And who's got the longest? Oh, go ahead. No,
I was gonna say go to my 40-hour week job. You know, same here with my brother. I'm a manager, so I'm there more than 40 hours a week. Sometimes a little less, but yeah, just out there trying to hustle. You know, trying to make a living out here. You know.
Hey, we have to. We got to do what we got to do. I totally hear you, man. I mean, it's cool to hear you guys kind of have it almost parallel, at least as far as that's, you know, like jobs. That's cool. Both managing spots. I mean, it's a big responsibility. I totally get it. So let's go back to Miguel real quick. So you get to work and you just got every day's a little different. You got to deal with what's at hand that day of the week or what?
There's like a routine, their daily routine at work, and then
okay.
Every day's different. It is different because the customers, you never know if they're happy. If what's going on in their life. I mean, sometimes they might have something bad going on in their life, and the customers aren't the happiest. And I mean,
take it out on you guys.
Who really wants to spend money, right? And we're there. A lot of our customers are there to work on their cars because they need their cars to work, and a lot of times it's unexpected. So. Of course, they're not going to be happy to spend $300 on
what,
whatever. So I mean, sometimes the job is not difficult. It's just there's sometimes it's retail, man. There's difficult people. There's difficult people to deal with, and sometimes they bring their problems with them. And I mean, you just gotta. All right, man. Cool.
Cool, man. Service skills.
Yeah. It takes a lot, man. It takes a lot. That's why sometimes a little bit of whiskey helps after work.
You have the little nightcap, man. I mean, if you can, more power to you. I mean,
just relax.
Whiskey's your drink too? Yeah.
Yeah, the whiskey my drink. Yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong.
Love beer, but whiskey. I started drinking. I think during the pandemic a lot more. I mean, we had a lot of time, and we had a lot of time.
Tell me about it.
I started just buying bottles, and now I have a bunch of bottles. I'll take a little sip.
I
but I'll take us like right now. I'm probably had a little bit more than usual, but it's kind of good.
Well, that's welcome around here.
I'm off tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about it.
Hey, there you go. Even more reason. It's your Friday.
Yeah. So
what do we do for our lunch at work? Is it kind of typical, or do you guys bring your lunch?
I don't work far from home. I work like
Sweet
blocks away, so I'm lucky. I used to have a store in Anaheim. It was a lot further out. That was a little more difficult. I'm not sure. My store is right here down the street, so sometimes I'll come home and have something, and sometimes I'll fast food. But it's almost the same stuff all the time, just whatever is available.
Well, you Mo, what do you got on deck for us? I think Mo's answering the call there. Let's get into it. We'll say on lunch. What's a good lunch? Because I mean, I gotta say that I got some favorites too. What's a good lunch there?
A good lunch. I mean, for me, a good lunch. I'm lucky. I mean, I don't have our mom's gone, but I still have my mother-in-law. Cook. Sometimes
you're hooked up.
Even having some chorizo and some eggs, the way just mom making it is different. It's not the same.
Hey, it tastes better, man. It's got some love in there, man.
Sometimes she'll be here. She's like, "Hey, do you want me to have some lunch?" She's like, "I'm down. I'm down. I'm never gonna say no."
Well, you come on, no me conoces.
Yeah, I'd never say no. So and whatever's available, I'll fucking eat it. I mean,
right on, man.
I put as much fucking salsa as I want. I'm not like brother doesn't eat the
spice. You're not like Bo.
I was spicier. Spicier is better, man. I want some more.
Makes you feel alive.
But
what about Mo? That's up to Mo, so we don't leave him out. Mr. Mo. By the way, wait. I want to say this too. Every time I have to say your name, Mo, or at least I know that it's Modesto, but you go as Mo. Yeah. In my head, I just hear the Simpsons episode where Homer was thinking about Mo. Mo. Remember that? So it plays in my head every time I say your name.
I call him Moo. I call him Moo because when we went to Japan, there was a dinner we met in Japan. Oh, yeah. She's a really good friend. And she says that in Japan the cows moo, they don't moo. So I call my brother Moo. So my brother Moo, I call him Moo.
That's funny. That's a cool Japanese tidbit today.
Yeah, they have the cows moo, and in America the cows moo. He's like, what? That's no fucking way.
Hey man, speak a different language, man.
Yeah, different language cows. They got the Kobe cows.
What are your options at work, Mr. Mo? How's your lunch when it comes to lunchtime?
Well, I used to live nearby. I would go home, but nowadays I'll eat a salad. So most days, except today, I had Subway because I didn't have salads. I haven't gone to the grocery store lately.
I hear you, man.
But yeah, usually it's salad and water. That's it. I have the boring lunches.
Well, but you're doing it for your health, man. So we all want you to stay here, take care of yourself. So it's for a good reason. It's for a good reason.
Yeah. So
and
I don't feel bad.
Hey, well, that's the important part. That's the important part. I gotta say that I'm also blessed to have my wife at home who cooks, but I also will eat junk food, and I'm like, sometimes too much, man.
I can't. I hear you. So I can't lay off the chips.
Hey, we all gotta have something.
Yeah, a little snack.
And then, what about let's come back. After work, do you guys usually, since you have that Kilson Street, and I'm not sure how active or if it's different on each day, but do you guys after work kind of come home and kick it, or do you guys usually have like stuff to do with that and then kind of hit that, or what's after work look like for you guys? Either one of you.
Depends on the day. I mean, like today, free. But I mean, there's times when my brother asks me to go help him out, or hasn't been happening as much recently. I think it's just cycles that we go through. And right now, it's been a little more relaxing. But there's just some times where it's like nonstop, and it almost feels like we don't have any time to rest.
Oh man, I hear you.
But I mean, it makes you feel alive, man. Sometimes you go through those days, and then even on you try to rest on your day off, and you just can't.
You're too, yeah, I hear you. I mean, there's definitely an art to get that balance, right? When things are busy, but I think something you just got to go through it. I go through it for sure. And what? So I know that you guys might have different schedules, and so are weekends any different for you guys? I mean, is it?
Much, yeah. As
Do you guys?
I still work. I work on Saturdays. It's retail. And my brother, we have different schedules. We don't hang out as much as we used to. We used to hang out all the time. Not all the time. Is why we had time to do the Kilson Street. Is why we had time to do sketches.
Right.
Time to go somewhere and record something. Even if we wanted to just get we needed some B-reel, and we needed something to record. We would
B-reel, some B-roll.
Some B-reel. Some chill up in here.
Yeah. It's a lot different, man. I'm 40 years old now. Life's fucking different, man. I can't believe I'm 40.
I hear you. I mean, we're younger. Yeah. I mean, even with my brothers, I get it. The older we get, if las ganas, they're there, but you can't always. If it's not a commitment with something else, you got family. There's always something. I mean,
yeah. I'm 40, but my body is.
Exactly, man. I think that's how. What's funny about that is we hear that all our lives whenever we're growing up. They're like, oh yeah, before you know it, you're like all of a sudden 40, and you're like, yeah, whatever, old man. But now they're fucking right, man. They're right. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Right.
Almost there. Shit.
So I know that days are a little bit different for you guys, depending to if you guys have something going on with Kilson Street or with family. But what are who's a night owl? Because I mean, sometimes commitments keep us up, but who's that night owl? Is it Mo because you wake up a little later, or does it make no difference?
Well, I'll stay up later, and like just to go back a bit, like when I come home, I usually try to work on something that I have going, because I do lots of different things aside from just Kilson Street.
Gotcha.
Well, even right now, we're not really doing Kilson Street. It's not really like active, so I got other stuff going on. Especially stuff with like our lifestyle business. So I'm always trying to look for stuff to improve on that. So I kind of focus on that. I also help other people out with like graphics for other projects that I do. Like for example, Lindio, I'll do their like flyers every week.
Oh, right on, man.
Just like other things, other projects I got going on. I've also helped out like the Frida Cinema with some things here and there.
Yeah. For Logan,
with Logan. So, Coffee Muse, I've helped them out with some things here and there. It just depends. Cool. I think lately I've been kind of not focusing on some of those things. I've been trying to be less busy, so I'm not up late. Because before, for a while, like I would be up to like 1 or super late just trying to do stuff, and been reading more about working too hard and just giving yourself more time to think about what you're doing instead of just like, hey, I'm gonna work on like all these projects and jump here and there, and it's cool, but at a certain point it kind of can burn you out. So yeah, like I'll normally be in bed by like 11:30, sometimes 12, even nowadays, even when I'm not too busy. But yeah, like I'm trying to sleep a little more, trying to not be too busy now.
I hear you. It sounds like I need to read that book. What's book?
It's a pretty good book.
It sounds like, and it's about quality of life, right? I mean, we only have one life to live, and our health to consider the older that we get, and we all want to do the things that matter. I mean, the important stuff, family stuff like that, in the way that we want to, and so it's important to find what works for us and stuff. And what do you guys, to get back in competition, and we'll move on, or we'll start with Miguel. I think I already have the answer, but what is your tip on how to end a good day, or what's the best way to end a good day, or a bad day?
You really have to just let things go. Don't let things sit in your mind too long. I mean, there's certain things. It doesn't matter. Whatever fucking happened, it doesn't matter. It happened. It's gone. Whether it was good or bad. I mean, if it's good, celebrate it. Feel good about it.
Yeah.
If it's bad, if it's something, whatever it happens. I mean, it's don't let it fucking control your life. Don't don't think about it too much. I mean, it's already gone. I'm the kind of person that gives people. I mean, there's people that give people second chances. I give people fifth, sixth, seventh, 10th chance. I don't don't hold grudges. I don't. I mean, I talk to friends that there's other people I'd like to talk to that I haven't talked to in a long time because of whatever the hell happened. Like shit happened years ago. That doesn't fucking matter.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter. But I mean, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, whatever. We could go into it a lot more, but just don't let shit get to you, man. Just relax. If you like to fucking get home and roll up a joint, smoke it. If you like to get a glass of whiskey, drink a glass of whiskey. If you want to get home, read a book. Whatever.
There you go.
Just like a reset. Don't let shit
I like
get
it. That's a really good tip. I mean, that stuff really weighs you down, man. You know, you carry that stuff when you really keep it in your mind and you know, fucks up your shit. There's no point of it, you know. I thought you were gonna say. I gotta be honest though. I thought you were gonna say just fucking drink a glass of whiskey, bro. Yeah. But I love it how you got in deep.
Yeah, it's because it's. I mean, I wasn't trying to get deep, but it just happened. That's just. I could just say just fucking get drunk and forget about things.
Hey, whatever. However it works for every individual, right?
It works. But yeah, man, it's like there's certain things that really just they fuck you up internally if you think about certain things too much, man. And
I really do, man.
I might be saying to not do it. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't. Sometimes there's certain things that I hold a little longer than I should, and at the end of the day, it's like I should have never held it. I mean, and it'll help you. I think it'll help you live a more calm life, a better life. I think if you don't
absolutely, man. Quality of life again. And Mr. Mo, what about you? What do you recommend for listeners? What's a good way to end the day?
Yeah, almost same thing. I mean, every day is new, every day is fresh. Go into it with a really good attitude, and hopefully you're not carrying things over from the last day if it was a bad day. But even then, like, do remember the bad things because you can learn from them. You can learn to grow from that type of stuff. So yeah, like, just go home, relax, take a big deep breath, meditate if you meditate, again, sip some whiskey, have a beer, eat a little pint of ice cream or something, whatever.
Hey, there you go.
Ice cream
that's your you time.
There you go.
That's your you time. You know, you gotta appreciate it and work and dedicate that time to yourself. You know.
That's right. I mean, it's about self-care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Self-care. Yeah.
If you can give yourself 10 minutes for just yourself and that's all you got, man, make the best out of those 10 minutes, man.
Use them.
Time, we can never make it up. Every second, the last few minutes that we've been spending on here, we're never going to be able to get them back. They're gone.
That's right. I mean, and you may as well just spend them right and the way you want to when you can, you know, and make the best of it, like you said, because I mean, what else are we going to do? I mean, really, I like that you guys have that. Yeah. I mean, it's something that just as humans, you know, it's hard for some of us to do, or at times, like you said, so sometimes it's just a little harder to let go. But as long as you come to grips with it and you remember to kind of let it go, and like Mo said too, you learn from it, you know, because I think that's the most important part. You know, when you learn from it, you can move forward, and hopefully next time around, you deal with it a little different, a little better. You know,
we're gonna have peaks and valleys. Life is not easy. Life is not fucking easy.
No. But I think that keeps us on our toes, right? I mean, that definitely life is a motherfucker sometimes, man. But you know, it's about how you deal or how you process it and go about things that really make a difference. And when we try to take care of ourselves and really pay attention, I think we can really kind of, you know, do the best progress and stuff. Right on, guys. That's really good. I really like that. Like I said, that you got a little bit deep, and then your brother agreed with it even better. I mean, kind of was not surprised with that. Like I said, you guys, it's cool to see that you as brothers have like parallels and some things alike and some unlike. But you know, I don't know. It's either one side or the other. kind of the same? I
Yeah,
like
the brothers, we spent a lot of time together. When we were in our bands together, we spent a lot of time together making music, connecting. I mean, being in a band, if you ever have an opportunity to be in a band, it's an experience that I can't explain. I really can't explain it, but it's you really grow with the person if you're with them for a long time. And there's like the other day, I jammed with my brother about a month ago. Maybe we jammed for the first
sweet.
And I don't know how many years that we've jammed.
Oh man,
that we have not jammed with in over a decade. And I told him, hey man, you guys want to jam? He's like, yeah, let's get together. We rented a spot, and it was like we never. It was seriously, honestly, it was like we never lost a step, man. It was.
I love it, guys.
It was great, and I want to do it again. I mean, I'm sure we'll do it again, but I mean, we're all busy. The guy's busy, and I mean, it was. I loved it. It was great, and I mean, we didn't get together to try to make anything. We just jammed. It was,
Yeah.
I mean, jamming is therapeutic. I mean, in my case, so I've never really necessarily been in a band. I've been always like a backup drummer or backup like vocals for different like bands that my friends have been in. I'm more of an artist, so I've always had like stuff kind of on the side that so I couldn't commit myself. But there's something about jamming, man. It just doesn't fucking feel good. God damn it.
There's certain connection.
Therapeutic, yeah, like you
exactly.
said. Yeah,
it's almost spiritual. I really love it. It makes me happy that you guys have that. I've been wanting to jam with, I mean, for a while. But, you know, that's me out of the picture. I get my kicks of painting, but I'm saying you guys that we're able to link up like that. That's what it's all about. See, now that's a great way to end the night, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That day was great. I went home feeling great. I slept like a baby. It was fun. It was great.
Yes.
And I mean, 2 hours, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. It was great. I mean, I just can't wait till it happens again.
Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to do it all over again too. Tell me, guys, then. I know that you guys said that Kilson Street's a little bit low key right now. You guys are kind of, doing other things. Do you guys have any plans for it, or anything in the next few months or nothing? I mean, summer's around the corner, so I think things will start picking up too.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I think at some point we'll bring it back, but right now I'm not really thinking about it too much. It's been off for a long time. I think the last bands we recorded were Brianna Harley, I think.
Yeah, I remember Brianna.
Shout out to her too. She's great.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She does a lot of stuff from downtown too with Open Stage. It's been like, was it last year? Like I can't even remember honestly, but
during COVID year.
Yeah, we're trying something a little new with it too. At that time, we're trying to do live streaming or trying to at least mix it like the same night and release it, because normally we hold on to like an episode for like a week or two while we edit it and do all this stuff. So yeah, I think right now I'm just so busy too. I did most of I think all of the editing on it, video and even audio engineering on it. So there was a time where that's all I was really just focusing on in the evenings.
Oh man,
it's a lot of work. It's a lot of hours.
It did. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd record a bunch of video and stuff. Like here.
Yeah, so my brother would help out, and so there's also the situation where kind of everyone's doing their own thing. So people would help out. Richard, my friend Omar, he'd help us out. My wife would help me out. My brother Miguel, of course. Various people here and there would show up and help out too. So I think again with the pandemic kind of made things a little harder for people to get together, and for us to get people together again. People really just ended up doing their own thing again, and that's great. Life moves on, but yeah, I think at a certain point I do want to bring it back. Not in the same format, but to a point where it serves as a good learning experience for people, where it's not just us doing it. Maybe different people in the community can come in and work on it. At a certain time, a certain point, I kind of feel like it could be like its own little, like for example, like a nonprofit where people come in and learn things, help
Oh man.
kids in the hood, like me, people that I grew up in the hood. I grew up without a lot of, I grew up with opportunity, of course, because I'm doing what I'm doing now, but it was hard. It wasn't easy. So just creating more opportunities for kids nowadays, or teenagers, whoever wants to come and help out with the show. I think that's where I see it going. But when
That's
that will
awesome.
happen, I don't know. We're trying to do our little business of doing live events and sound and all that stuff. So that's going to take up a good amount of time. And I know that's more of like, a business. But we do want to, I do still feel like we need to be connected in that way to the community, like to give again, to give a little bit of ourselves to it, so people can take advantage of it and use it for their own little for again, like to get to a different level, hopefully,
To grow.
personally, as their band, as a professional, whatever they want to do with it. That's what I see Kilson Street coming back as again. So
I think that's awesome to hear. I look forward to it, you guys. I think I think you guys know you have something special. You can definitely build on it. But from what you're telling me, it kind of grew from, or you gave it a community name, your street,
right.
Your neighborhood name. That it's kind of coming around, coming back on that, and I think it speaks to what's in you guys. The fact that you want to share that with everyone, and that's apparent. And I commend you guys. It's awesome, and I look forward to that. And I think you have a good idea for sure for it. Because it's something special for sure that you could share.
I still like Kilson Street itself, like still involved, I guess, with events. For example, Viva la Vida, it still says, Kilson Street puts it together. We donate our time to that event, for that community event. So
that's great.
That's like our one big event of the year. But yeah, with that, I also I've floated it around with my wife and my brother, that I want to put on like a specific like Kilson Street event again. We haven't done that in years, so again, something like that. I don't know when it will happen. Maybe this year, maybe next year. But I want to make something where we can bring back bands, at least in a live setting.
Right on.
Not just bands too. We've had rappers and cumbia bands and stuff. So it doesn't have to be just a regular band.
Something for everybody.
Performers, yeah. So
right on, guys. That sounds like I said, an awesome idea. I look forward to it because we need it. You guys really did fill a spot that was needed out in the scene, and no one else is doing it, and no one can do it like you guys. And again, you guys, it's obvious that it comes from the heart. Where we all live here, grew up here. That you can just tell, man, it's beautiful what you guys have it, and I look forward to it, and more power to you. I hope that everything lines up the way that you guys want it to, and I think it's all within time, all in due time, for sure.
Cool.
Right on, you guys. Well, I don't want to take too much of your time. I want to thank you guys for kind of joining me. I know that this was a little quick. I wanted to kind of give our listeners a little treat, talking to the both of you guys, get to know you guys a little bit better, so that if they see you out there, they can say what's up, and next time you guys put on a big show, they know who's running it and stuff. Yeah, you guys, that's awesome, you guys.
If I don't make contact or say hi, just don't feel bad, because I just be in crowds and I get a little
I hear you.
anxiety about being out and stuff. So
I hear you, man. No, I totally hear you. Hey, so you guys hear it. Don't feel bad, and don't.
Yeah.
It's all good. Just say what's up.
Yeah, we're out there and we're like working, and we kind of don't pay attention. It's just that sometimes
work mode.
Hyper focused. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. That's good. That's what happens when you're good at what you do. So tell our listeners where they can find you, or where they can reach you in case they have any questions, or your IG, or if you don't want to promote anything in particular.
Yeah, I'm still kind of active on IG. I really don't use the Kilson Street page as much as I used to. Again, going back to it, like it was, you know, me, my brother, and Richard in it. But again, everyone's doing their own thing. But yeah, everyone can still contact us through Kilson Street, at Kilson Street on Instagram. We also have an email if you want to contact us via email, kilsonstreet@gmail.com.
Go.
We still have our YouTube channel up. Everything's still on there if anyone wants to check out old shows. There's a lot of stuff to go through. There's a lot of over 100.
Sir. A lot of great stuff.
Yeah, over 100 groups we recorded, so it's all there. Go back and watch it again if you watched it already. But
and subscribe, you guys. You guys got a few thousand followers. Yeah, there's always room for more.
Yep.
Yeah. Any more?
What about Miguel?
Yeah.
Where can folks get a hold of you?
MIGS714 on Instagram. I mean, if you guys have any questions, just shoot them, and if maybe I'll answer, maybe I won't.
And don't feel bad.
Yeah, don't feel bad. It's as much as I seem like just like a really outgoing person, I'm not. I'm very introverted. I don't like crowds. I don't. It's my brain, so don't feel bad.
Thank you, man. It's all good. You have to apologize. Here we get it. We're just glad that you're doing what you do when you're out there again, because you guys do it so good. You know, we're just glad you guys are out there and stuff. And
growing up, we didn't have much growing up, and we got help from a lot of organizations. So we try. I think that's why we try our best to, you know what, give to the community. I mean, we don't have much now. I mean, I'm a lot better off than I was when we were kids, and our parents worked their asses off to get us to where we're at. And I mean, I'd like to thank. I mean, my mom's not here, but without her hard work and my dad's hard work, even though, I mean, whatever's going on, I mean, without them, I wouldn't be where I'm at. And we try to give out as much as we can. I care about the community. I care where I live. I'm trying to buy a house. It's very expensive here in Santa Ana.
Woo, tell me about it.
But I think I want to stay here because people say, why don't you go buy somewhere else? Because you know what? Why would I buy somewhere else if I can buy here, stay here, and fix here? I mean, let's help. It's where I grew up, and I love this city. And everyone that's been here, I'm pretty sure they fucking love Santa Ana. Santa Ana's the motherfucker.
You do, man.
So
yeah, we got roots here, man.
Why would I want to leave? Why would I want to buy somewhere else? Man? It's beautiful here. And I mean, I love to help out as much as I can. If you're close to me, you'll understand, and you'll know that I just fucking love to help out as much as I can. If I can help, I will help. If I can't, I mean, I just can't. I mean, there's nothing not personal about it. I just can't. But I mean, if you people out there listening, if you can help out, man. Help out, because you can. You can do your part, even though you feel you can't. There's always someone out there that's a little bit worse off than you are.
Yeah, it's all within us for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right on, you guys. I think that might wrap it up, unless anyone else has some more parting words. We can leave Miguel up to filling up his glass, because I know I'm going to go trade it in for my water.
One last thing, just thank everyone that's helped out on the show, everyone that's been a part of it. Richard, a big part of the show, a really good friend
shout out Richard, right on.
And basically one of the persons that believed in it and made me think like I can do it, or we can do it. So
thank you.
Shout out to him and his family, Big Richard and John and his mom.
Yeah.
Everyone over there at the Bernals. Shout out to my good friend Omar. Big help throughout the years. Same thing, he was there from the beginning.
That's right.
My wife, Gabby, Ernie, host, Paul Rosewater, host, Enrique Avalos, the host. Damn, I forget people.
No, it's all good.
Honestly, everyone involved, all the bands that were involved, from the biggest to the smallest people, from the people who thought like I could never have an opportunity to be on the show. Hopefully we gave them a platform where they felt like they mattered. Everyone in the community, Santa Ana community that was involved, arts community, thank you so much for having any interest in what we have to say. We appreciate it. Anyone else that's helped us out. It's a big community. It's a big amount of people that made it possible. So it's not just us. Everyone had their little input in it. Everyone had their little role in what we did and what we were doing and what we're gonna do in the future. So.
It's exactly what they say, that we don't do anything alone.
Right.
We have a big support system here in Santa Ana with each other. That it's awesome, and again, it just speaks to you guys' work, that you're thanking everybody, and I know that everyone involved was just really happy with all the work that you guys did at the time, and for sure are appreciative of all your kind words and appreciation, no doubt.
Thank you.
Right on, you guys. So thanks again, you guys. Say bye, everybody. We'll catch you guys. And thanks again. Really means a lot for you guys to spend a little time with me here and get to know us a little bit longer. I can't wait to see you guys out in the real world.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good one. Nos vemos.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hasta luego. Bye.
And there you have it. I want to thank my guests for sharing a bit about themselves with us, and thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed listening to us and getting to know another one of Santa Ana's finest as much as I did. Follow us on social media at HowDoYouDoPodcast_Roger Izar on Instagram. Support the show by following, rating, subscribing, all that jazz. Find me at Roger Izar across all social media platforms. Catch a video recording of the podcast on my YouTube channel, Roger Izar, as well. And check out Kilson Street's recording on YouTube. And if you happen to see that, please attend all their future live events. You won't be disappointed. Thanks again for joining us. Catch you later.